Hi everyone, it's Jon Mitchell, Mayor of New Bedford, and this is another installment of the Mayor's Weekly Update. So the big news this week is that the city signed a new trash hauling contract with a new company. Over the last couple of years, we've had E.L. Harvey, which replaced ABC Disposal, picking up our trash and recycling. That contract was up on June 30th, and the city asked for bids, for proposals from Harvey as well as other companies. We had a consultant take a look at all those proposals, someone who's an expert in municipal trash collection, and we had an evaluation team look at those proposals, and they recommended that a company called Capital Waste Management, which is based up in Boston, take over the route. E.L. Harvey is part of a publicly traded company called Waste Connections, which is based in New York. So we've gone from a publicly traded company to a family-owned company, which I think will bode well. But what it means practically is that trash service won't be interrupted. You'll see the same service you have all the time before. There are a couple of different wrinkles with respect to bulky item pickup, and all that information will be on the city's website, but there aren't major changes. So we look forward to that work ahead. I'm just really grateful for the city team and evaluating the proposals and getting the best deal for the city. This took a lot of work over the last couple of months, but we know that trash pickup is a really important thing. It is a fundamental public health service the city provides, and we want to make sure that our city isn't covered with trash and that you can have the ability to get the trash out of your house, obviously, as well as to promote recycling. So all in all, a big success. So we look forward to that work ahead. The second thing I wanted to talk about today is the annual Play in the Park program. Now, as you know, our public schools provide meals for our students. We provide 100% free meals in our schools, and we have for several years now. But when the school year ends, there are a lot of kids who, because of their home situations, aren't able to get the nutrition they need. And so we've had in place something we've called the Play in the Park program, which is a program that distributes meals to children in our city, and has programming in place, recreational programs, sports and crafts and other things in our parks, and as well as over at the Andre McCoy Recreation Center. So this is it's a great program. It really fills the gap for a lot of kids in terms of making meals available to them during the summer months. And so I mention it today just as a reminder. You've probably seen something about it on social media, but I say it as a reminder that if you have children in your life who are children or grandchildren who could use this service, please encourage them to do it. You can go on the city's website and see the listings of where the food distribution points are. There are multiple ones around the city, and they rotate around different parks and stuff. So you can see where you can take advantage of that. But I encourage everybody to do that. This week's a big week. We have Cape Verdean. This is Cape Verdean Recognition Week, which celebrates everything Cape Verdean in our city and celebrates Cape Verdean independence. It's a really great time for one of the city's premier ethnic groups. The Cape Verdeans have contributed so much to our city and to our country over the years. When you think about it, both in terms of politics and business and the civic life of the city, as well as in the U.S. Armed Forces, we're really grateful for all of those contributions. And this is a really fun week for us. It culminates in the Cape Verdean Recognition Parade, which will kick off on Saturday morning. It's the city's longest parade. It starts off over at Buntwood Park, right on Rockdale and Union Streets, goes all the way down Union Street, and then comes around, goes down to Cushionette Avenue, and comes all the way back around to Purchase Street. So it's a long parade, but it's always so well attended. So I look forward to seeing a lot of folks out there this week for that, because it's always a really fun time. The last thing I would say is, it being July 4th, it's time for fireworks. So we look forward to a great fireworks show on July 4th at 9 o'clock. We've got a great show lined up. I hope to see a lot of people out there. And when you get out there, just encourage people to come down and go to our restaurants and our shops, and while they're in the city. And we hope that it's going to be a great time for everybody, a great family event. So that's all I have for this week. This has been the Mayor's Weekly Update. I hope you have a great 4th of July weekend, and we'll see you next week.